Target Field in Minneapolis. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Minnesota Twins. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
First pitch coming your way next.
100% now, I'm ready.
And on the mound today, Simeon Woods Richardson. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Just about to get underway, Ezequiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. And that's how he gets started here in Minnesota. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. One up, one down. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Edouard Julien.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting in a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
That one's in there. 0-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Late on that fastball. Woods Richardson, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. Up the middle. Throws to first in time.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
2 outs, base is empty. Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And
ball
that
two.
misses. And that's ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. Good eye
Ball
right
3.
there.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So he ends up with a hit after seeing a lot of pitches. That was a good at-bat.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 6, Edouard Julien.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Foul ball. Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw to second. Save.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
That one outside. 3-1. Jake McCarthy up next for the Rockies. Man at second. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. A 2-run homer. The Rockies score first. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down. Next for Colorado, Jake McCarthy.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And a bunt towards third. He's safe.
Yep, he
with
made
a bunt
it.
single.
Batting fifth.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Quick toss to first. McCarthy back on a dive. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
Man on second, 2 down. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-2 now. Struck him out swinging. They limit the damage here. But the Rocks bring in 2 on this big fly. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the Show North. Back in Minnesota. And towing the slab for Colorado in this one, Kyle Freeland. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 25.
Here's Byron Buxton.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
That's a ball.
Buxton launched a homer in his most recent game. The 1-0.
Hike.
Martin aboard here at first with nobody out. Hard liner. He's got it.
Batting third.
And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They've got some free swingers, don't they? It's a great approach with pitches over the plate, but when the pitcher expands the zone, it just doesn't work. They need to draw more walks to get runners on base.
He rides.
Quick move to first, and he's back in there.
Safe.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
Fair ball. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. Now the tag at third, and they got him.
Boom, that's just a terrible decision to go for third right there. I mean, he was posed by a lot. Not even close. You've got to be a little smarter than that on the base paths.
Now Royce Lewis gets a chance to hit.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Barely hitting over the Mendoza line this month.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. On to the second from Minneapolis. Colorado's out in front 2-0. This is Twins baseball on the show North. Back at Target Field, all set for the start of the inning. Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies. Outside, and that is ball one. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Ball two.
This one popped up. Martin takes it in for the out. One away.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Jordan Beck.
D-Ride.
Beck with a homer in his last game. This one in the air right field. And it's just foul. Missed
Ball
with a
two.
changeup. Ball two.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
That's
Ball
off
three.
the mark, and the count's full. Stays alive. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Ground ball right side. Clemens takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down at the top of the second.
The third baseman, number 3, Willie Castro.
2 down, base is empty. This is Willie Castro.
Ball.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and the inning is over. Rockies are down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. We head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Twins, Brooks lead. That one misses. Ball one.
Ball
He's
outside.
Just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
B-Ride.
Late on that fastball. Goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
That's outside. Ball one.
Ball. No, that's in.
And he boots it. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Josh Bell at the plate now.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
No.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
High fly ball, right field. Moniak settles under this one, and that'll do it. Twins are set down 1-2-3. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back in Minnesota, top half of the third inning, Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Outside
that's
low.
a ball.
Ball 3.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. In the air, right field. And there's one away.
Up next for Colorado, the catcher, Hunter Goodman.
No.
Foul ball. The 1-1. And that is out of play. One, 2 now. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Wallner on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder, Mickey Moniak.
Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Just
that's
missed.
down.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Just
Ball
off the
outside.
outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Two now. Upstairs.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Back in target field, and now for the Twins, Matt Wallner.
Ball inside.
Hit hard, base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Clemens went deep in his most recent game. Wallner gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Continues his success here. He's back in the hit column.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Here's the second baseman, Austin Martin. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. The lefty, the 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. One away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1.
Not what he's looking for there, the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
And a big swing and a miss.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Two on, one out. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. Runner around third. One runs in, and the tying run puts on the brakes at third base.
Well, back within one as he brings home the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Vic Caratini at the plate, and that one fouled off. On the ground to first, the underhand flip. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Up next for the Twins, the third baseman, Lewis.
Ball one.
That clips the corner. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Here's a 2-0. Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Payoff pitch. On the ground to third. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
I got it, dance, and I gotta grind. Even in the dark, you know I gotta shine. I looked out the window, saw the sun shining, made me feel real hope that better days are coming for all my kinfolk. In the past, all the days where you been broke, been hurt, been scarred, been hard.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Dan Altavilla loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Altavilla also getting ready. Swing and a ball popped up. Woods Richardson under it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good
Up
coming
next for
in, but
Colorado,
so hard to
the
get on
center
top of as a hitter.
McCarthy.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up to this point.
Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Freeman stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the corner for a strike. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied 2-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee.
That's a strike.
I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And the 0-1. Foul ball there. Here's the 0-2.
Ball.
Julian steps on the bag, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Misses off the plate. Ball 1. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Now he launches a throw over his head, and it's going to wind up out of play.
No problem fielding that one, and the transfer looked good, but man, he sailed it across the diamond and out of play. It looked like he just tried to put too much behind it, cost him an extra base too.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Josh Bell. He's 0 for 1.
Ball.
Man at second.
No, off the plate. Ahoy!
That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Matt Wallner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. splits the plate. Full count now. And a payoff pitch. That's to third. Castro. Throw to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Ha!
Man on second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That one kicks away from the catcher. Wagaman up to third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Here's a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. Tovar to first.
Got him. That's an
and
out.
that's the inning. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2. Back in Minnesota, we go to the top of the 5th. Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies. And that one hammered way back there.
Just
and
foul.
that's a foul ball.
Well, these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
This to center field. Buxton makes the grab on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities. I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Ball.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Oi.
Two one down. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Beck wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman, number 3, Willie.
And it's a called strike after the review. Still 2 challenges left for them. Payoff pitch. Swings here and blasts one left field. Gone way up into the upper deck. He sends a rocket to left. It's his 8th home run of the year. And the Rockies jump in front. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Well, you can never fault a guy for going after a hitter in a 3-2 count. He tried to challenge him, but just didn't have enough to get it by him. Really good swing and a nice home run.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Simeon Woods Richardson won't go any further tonight. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for the
Here's a new
Twins,
pitcher from the pen, Dan Altavilla.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
One down. Now the third baseman, Willie Castro. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Walner settles under it. And there are two down.
Up next for Colorado, the shortstop, Ezekiel Toza.
That's in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball one.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But the Rockies do get one back via the solo homer. Last half of the fifth coming up. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the Show North. Back at Target Field, and now for the Twins, Cody Clemens.
He's picked up right where he left off last game, Boog. What can't this guy do? It's like BP for him in the box lately.
Left field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Twins, the second baseman, Austin.
Down. Ball.
The Rockies leading by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Out towards right center field. Touches down. That's a hit. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for the Twins.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So Buxton gets a chance to hit now. Byron Buxton, former second overall pick back in 2012, right after Carlos Correa became the first pick in that draft. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt.
Ball.
Man at first, one away.
That's the ball.
That pitch down.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Here's a 3-0. And there's the automatic. And fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Payoff pitch. And ball
That's the
4
ball.
to
Take your
aboard.
base.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice play appearance. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, dude.
Worked hard the other way, but foul. Two on, one out. And that one upstairs, ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Keegan Thompson getting loose out there. Vodnik also throwing. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit into the outfield. The throw home, but it's offline. He will score. It's 3-3.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Royce Lewis, the next to hit.
No,
Just
that's
missed.
a ball. Too low.
First and third, one down.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
There goes the runner. Fouls away the first offering. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. He hauls it in. 2 away. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We're through 5. This is Twins baseball on the show North. Back here in a close one, and a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game. Andrew Chafin taking over on the mound.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Clips the corner, strike one. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now it's the right fielder, Mickey Moniak. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The 0-1.
2.
Oh, right to the backstop. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter, to track.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jake McCarthy now at the plate.
Ball.
The Rockies with the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. That's a strike. And that one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Up the middle, lead. And that will end the inning. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Victor Vodnik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Well, these Twins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
The 1-0. And that's outside.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
That's off the mark, and now 3-0. Right through there for a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
No, that's the ball.
Swung on, belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. It's out of here. His second of the year, and they lead it. It's 5-3.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. There's a swing and a drive.
Good
and a foul
foul.
ball.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the sixth. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Cody Clemens, the next Twin up to hit.
Picking up where he left off last game, Boog. Really comfortable in the box. You can see it in his body language.
Yep.
Wallner stands at first with one out. And a swing and a miss.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
Got him swinging.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
The second baseman, Austin Martin.
Ball one.
Right through there for a strike.
Ball two.
The 2-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And the runner stays where he is. Payoff pitch. Up the middle. Tovar on the run, sends it over to first.
No, you're out.
Nicely done for the out. But the Twins bring in 2 on the homer. It's now a 5-3 ball game.
Now pitching
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Rogers.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Rogers on the mound for the 40th time this season, and they traded for him earlier this year. 0-1. Bunting, and it's in the air. Brings it in, 1 down. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Fought off foul. The Rockies down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Close, but called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Popped up. Lewis gets under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, Jordan Beck.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Jordan Beck.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Let's go, Taylor.
Hey!
Two now. That's to third. Whips it across. That's the inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Keegan Thompson.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
leading off for the Twins, the center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Swings through that one for strike 1. The 0-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Twins, the catcher, Victor Garantini.
Ball inside.
Let's go, Victor.
There's the strike. That's a strike. 1-2.
Come on, Minnesota.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Lewis in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball.
Swings over the top of that one. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down go the Twins in order, and it remains 5-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Anthony Banda.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Hitting off for Colorado, the third baseman, number 3, Willie Castro.
That one way outside. Ball 1. Minnesota's bullpen with some action. Cole Sands, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. In for a strike. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Martin throws to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so it's a good take by him.
And another ball. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Right through there for a strike. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throws from his knees. And very nicely done for the out.
Nice diving stop right there. Gets the out. Great reactions. Excellent job of finishing the play with a nice, easy throw.
Two outs, base is empty. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 3.
Ball
off
one.
the plate that time. The Rockies trailing by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. Oh,
Ball
he doesn't
2.
get the call. Ball 2. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Two now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that's a home run into the upper deck. And they cut into the deficit. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
Hey.
That's it there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Ball.
Out to short. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play.
The first baseman, number 6.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Anthony Banda departs, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Cole Sands.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit, but you've got to stay within yourself.
High fly ball, right field. Wagaman settles underneath it. And that's the 3rd out. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. Last half of the 8th coming up. You're watching Minnesota Twins baseball on the Show North. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Twins, Brooks Lee.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Ball.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Juan Mejia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bernardino warming up as well.
Ha!
Fouled off left side. Here's a 1-2. Swings, and this one's flared. Hauls it in, 1 away.
Up next for the Twins, The right fielder, number 13, Aaron Wagaman.
Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night, telling all of your secrets and hug. Guess you out is too good to be true. Was the point all I needed was you. But time after time I just fussing and fighting each time that you do what you do. And it's cool.
That one pushed foul. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Makes the grab after a long run. And there's two away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Keegan Thompson gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Juan Mejia. He's into the game with the bases empty. Josh Bell, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that ends the inning. Twins retired in short order. They lead at 5-4. Back in Minnesota, here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. Bunting for a hit. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Right through there for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a pop-up. Clemens under it. And there's one down.
A couple of pitches and a quick out.
Up next for Colorado, the left fielder, number 20, Troy Johnston.
Now the left fielder, Troy Johnston. 0 for 3 in this one. Now a quick throw to first. McCarthy back in on a dive.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Popped up. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, Jordan Dunn.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. Another homer. his second home run of the game, and the Rockies jump in front. It's 6-5. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
That not only changes the scoreboard, but potentially the trajectory of the entire game. Always possible to impact the outcome with just a few swings, and that's what he's doing.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cole Sands will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. On the mound now, Justin Topa.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Willie Castro will hit next.
Ball.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the top of the ninth. In the air, left field. And it's a foul ball. The 1-1. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. David Festa loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Two down, nobody on. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Next offering is down low, and the count's full.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Out to short, Lee. And that is that. And some late inning drama here in the ninth as this homer gives them the lead. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now.
Come on, lift it to the top. Yeah, rise up. That's you. Come on in. What are you motion?
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jimmy Hergen.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Leading up for the Twins, the left fielder, Matt Wallner.
That clips the corner.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
And that's in for a strike.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Johnston turns to the right on the move. And a quick out, number 1. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases. The true X factor last game, and now we're seeing much of the same from him today. A real nightmare for the opposition.
Popped in the air, left field. Johnston has a beat on it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Twins, the second baseman, Austin Martin.
That missed by a lot. Ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Byron Buxton getting ready to hit. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. The 1-1. And there's a ball.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
That one finds the zone, and the count now even up. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Heading for the plate. He scores to tie it up. Tag out, and they cut down the winning run at second. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. What a big turn of events here in the ninth as we are again all knotted up. And we're all even at 6 apiece. On to extra innings. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Ezekiel Tovar. And that one fouled off. Man at second. That one almost got him.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
On the ground to short, Lee. Throw short, hops him at first, can't come up with it, he's safe.
Just not enough on that throw to get it all the way across the infield in the air, and unfortunately, he didn't get the bailout he needed over there at first.
Just missed. The Rockies with the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a 3-2. Makes the catch, 1 down.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Moniak up to bat next, lays off for a ball. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
That's
Ball
too low.
one.
Ball one. First and second, 2 down here in extra innings. That one catches the zone. Strike one. Next
Ball
pitch is
two.
outside. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Brennan Bernardino.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Victor Caratini digs in now. He's been a great free agent sign. And fouled off. Runner edges away at second.
No,
Just
off
missed
the
with
plate.
that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
In there at the knees.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Curve in the dirt, kicks away, and the runner holds. Two on the way. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Gets a piece and stays alive. Two now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. On the ground. And it's just foul. That was close. Fights it off. He'll see another. Ripped to short. Slings to first in time.
Up next with a twin, the third baseman, Roy.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball one. Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, number 58. The rookie right-hander is getting loose. Pickoff move to second. Buxton back in there. The winning run on second base. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit? Got to stay back. Let your hands work. Stay in the middle of the field.
Runner takes off. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Winning run stands at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Brooks Lee. Swings through that one. The Twins with the winning run standing at second. And here in extra innings. Not even close there. Ball one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here comes Buxton flying around third. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Twins walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
One-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Let me talk to you. I ain't trying to do too much. I'm trying to stay tapped in, yeah, yeah. Chase you up, I don't need distractions, yeah. Connected, I'm obsessed with manifesting. Guessless, I'm only worried about my checklist. Probably spend 6 on my family's expenses. Money made the memory, so I do not regret. Feeling like I'm God's best investment. I don't got no time to test it. Paris Fashion Week, they asking me if we can. Who the best is, what's the metric? Yes, it's me, going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why I should stop now. Thought it was the bottom. How you think